Afternoon, guys and teacher. I'll talk about the publicity.
Is publicity. Advertising is a marketing strategy that involves the purchase of a space in the media to promote a product, service, or brand with the aim of reaching the company's target audience and encouraging them to buy. However, that is a narrow definition of advertising, which involves much more than the purchase of a product. The characteristics of advertising. Now let's talk a little about 3 characteristics of advertising that make it so valuable. Language, logistics, and universality. Language because it creates advertisements and transmits messages. Logistics because it manages distribution, media, and spaces. Universality because it always aims to reach all members of a pre-established group. Advertisements that made history. Talking about the history of advertising is also talking about ads that marketed the time. These are remembered until today for their phrases, their impact, or their aesthetics. Let's see some that will surely bring you beautiful memories. We can do it. Westinghouse Electric. The Westinghouse Electric ad was intended only to motivate female workers in the industry during World War II. But the poster of the strong, determined woman ended up becoming a symbol of feminism used until today. Apple. In 1984, at the launch of the first Macintosh, Apple shocked Super Bowl viewers with a legendary commercial referring to George Orwell's Big Brother. You could already tell that Steve Jobs was working seriously. Of Benetton Olivero Toscani was a controversial photographer in campaigns for Benetton, an Italian fashion brand. It featured racism, child labor, STDs, hunger, religious prejudice, and sparked many debates about the role of advertising. Red Bull, finally. We will recall a recent campaignage. In 2012, Red Bull promoted the first free fall jump from the stratosphere. Only all of that was broadcasted live on YouTube to millions of people, despite the risk involved. With such interesting content, the brand did not interrupt people's routine. This was the event they wanted to see. Uses of advertising in general. Advertising has 3 main objects from which all strategies are broken down in form. When a new offer is presented in the market or a new product for this objective, the important thing is to provide the basic information based on the degree of knowledge that the audience has, and with an approach that explains how your product or service helps to solve the problems that each person seeks to solve. Through arguments and demonstrations of why yours is the best option among the competition. This is usually done once people already know that your product exists and what it is for. It is time to show the competitive advantages and the value offer that distinguishes you from the rest. Remember, advertising is also useful for the audience to keep your brand or product in mind every time they need to solve their needs. It is not always necessary to talk about prices or promotions in advertising. Sometimes the strategy is to speak to your audience and approach them with a relevant approach, then with a relevant message to make it easier for them to think about your brand. Advertising features: 1. Respond to marketing strategy. 2. Has a goal. 3. It targets a specific audience. 4. Requires investment. 5. Depends on repetition. Difference between advertising and propaganda. The main difference is that advertising talks about product or brand and the propaganda of an idea or a cause. While advertising can talk about improving your lifestyle, it will always do so through a product that facilitates a task or a brand that specializes in achieving your goals in exchange for your to buy, subscribe, or try their solutions. Propaganda, on the other hand, seeks you to know a movement, a line of thought, or a concept and join. Social media, SEM, email, digital media, press, radio, television, outdoor media. That would be it. Thanks for your attention.